am talking to myself right now about the Essex. The Essex is an obscenity in this world that is to be never, but it is in view because you don't go to jails and prisons on point. But why have we descended so low that we are deceased out of the formed world and threatening, and I'm still alive after that because I don't have myself deceased in the prejudices of the Essex? That means you did more crime on myself than it is to decease the formed world around you, and you're still doing crime on myself with itself being disclosed that you don't have property right anywhere in the formed world around you because it is deceased to yourself with yourself, and you are illegally alive with a soul that you did not know was holding you alive from the beginning of the formed world. Number 17 is where we are. This is world number 17, and I have been alive in world number 17 and none of the worlds before this one in the numbering. So what are we fighting about? We are fighting over the Essex, and it is insane to myself. I have a head for that. I have genitals, and that's how you all have genitals. But I am not supposed to be tested. Do I know how to be myself around a low one? Because you low ones don't have a lives that way. You have illegal lives of yourself having to do with other people around yourself, and I am not a people. I'm not a person. I'm the Godhead. You're not supposed to know that I even speak English. I'm not supposed to speak to you. But I do if you speak to me first, because you're illegal that way. But I have found you in so heated contempt of myself that I don't want to speak to you anymore, and I'm leaving the formed world with myself, and you don't have a life that way anymore either. Well, if you're illegally alive in this world, you don't have the formed world without me. But the formed world is deceased by myself. I am above itself, not beneath itself. That means you have illegal genitals in a formed world you don't own. And you still want to bank and be very well behaved on money, and you don't understand what's wrong with that. And God, the superior founder, has given you all of the time that it is for you to see what's wrong with yourself and to know what to do with yourself without being told by somebody else or myself that you belong in a walled-in prison upstate with a deceased address. And that's where you can do crime on yourself and you can die in the crime. That you don't have to survive the crime because you're not in a prison when you're doing the crime. You must be in the prison when you're doing the crime so that you get the death on yourself and you don't live, and that you are doing more crime because you've done crime before and survived itself. You are doing a prison for that threatening, and you didn't know that with yourself is not excused. I have seen the kind of crime you are willing to do on me because you don't even know how to be homeless at the risk of going into a prison because you were found homeless by police. They are due to put you in prison, but you also have to fight. That you have to tell the police that they're wrong to find you if they don't go into prison with you as well. You have to be in the prejudice. You have to take the police you have to fight with them that you're going to go into the prison with the police. And if they don't go in with you because they've overpowered you, it's true that you are in a low world and you're not ready for a death, but you are ready to that you don't crime anymore unless you're in a prison with a deceased address. That's where you can be crimed. That's where you can do crime. That's for you to learn. If you're in a prison with deceased address and somebody in there does a crime on you, you know that you're in a prison when they're doing the crime on you. That's not true that you arrived in a prison that way. You did crime on someone outside of a prison. If I'm speaking to you now and you can hear me, you know you did crime on myself outside of a prison. I'm not in a prison. You are doing a prison because I'm not in a prison. And anything you do with yourself with money or traffic, you are criming myself. And I don't need that out of you. I am the Godhead. You don't have to teach me a lesson. I am stating the order here.